Let's talk about commingles. A commingle occurs when two lubricants are blended together that should not be. Commingles can occur at our customers' locations and in our very own warehouses. A commingle can be very costly, and it will cause disruptions for not only our customers, but for us in our own buildings. Allied had a very serious commingle where employees mixed gear oil and a passenger car motor oil in a bulk oil storage tank. The commingle was not identified until several months later and several oil changes later. This means we impacted our customers' customers. Allied paid over $600,000 to rectify the situation. That is a lot of money that could have been used to increase your wages, invest in our buildings, or other needed items. Our most common commingles occur at customers' locations. The most common cause for commingles at customer locations is the drivers rushing. Customers often want our drivers to hurry because they are blocking a bay or have a product hose running across their shop or driveway area. Drivers should invite our customers to confirm that we have the unload hose in the correct customer tank and stinger in the correct tote. We know that most customers will decline. They simply don't have the manpower or time to verify that we are doing our jobs correctly. Some customers will monitor our drivers. I know that the Wichita branch has a customer in Hays, Kansas that participates in the offload process every delivery. Drivers also might feel rushed because of a heavier load, to get the weekend started, or for what other reasons. Ultimately, it is the driver's responsibility to ensure that we are pumping the correct product into the correct customer's tank. A driver should not pump into a customer's tank that is not labeled or is labeled incorrectly. Labeled incorrectly can mean that the tank is labeled with multiple labels, has the wrong label present, or even just marked with a Sharpie. We recently had a commingle on a new customer first delivery. The tanks were marked with a Sharpie. The driver asked the customer which tank was which, and the customer pointed to the heavy-duty engine oil tank. Our driver did not have the labels with him, and he pumped the product into the tank the customer had pointed out. We later found that we pumped the heavy-duty engine oil into the hydraulic oil tank. So there's a lot of time invested when a commingle occurs, meaning the customer has to shut down their tank. Your branch has to send someone back out to the customer's location to unload the commingled product, bring it back to the branch, quarantine it, and have an oil analysis done. Drivers should also have a supply of the most common product labels in the delivery unit. We do ask that the customer apply the labels to the tank versus an Allied employee. We do this to eliminate the risk of a tank being labeled incorrectly by us. A few tips to lessen the risk of a commingle include checking your load prior to dispatching for the day. Drivers should confirm that they are able to easily read the product labels on totes. It will save time and frustration while you're on your route by making sure that you can easily see the product name. Drivers should also be familiar with the delivery unit flush charts and pump sequence charts to eliminate a commingle. Ask your supervisor for additional training on how to read the charts if you're not sure. Drivers should also have basic product knowledge. Sounds easy, right? it can be challenging at times. If you come across a situation where you are not sure if a product is a heavy-duty engine oil versus a hydraulic oil, don't pump the product. Stop the process and call your supervisor. It is always better to ask than to assume and potentially have a commingle. Always remember the product name on the bill of lading should match the tank label exactly. If it doesn't, don't pump the product, call your supervisor. A commingle in a customer's tank can cause engine failure on machinery and vehicles. Again, the time and cost of a commingle is significant, and you cannot put a price of our reputation. So slow down, pay attention, double check that your stinger is in the correct customer tank and tote in the Allied delivery unit, and ask questions when you're not sure. Allied Oil has never intentionally attempted to harm you, our customers, or vendors. Integrity is key to the success of our business. With that said, we do recognize that honest mistakes occur. If you do have a commingle or saw a commingle occur in our warehouse or off-site, it is critical to report the commingle or suspected commingle immediately. We have a step-by-step procedure in place to ensure that we take all steps necessary to stop damage from occurring. If you need training on how to read paperwork, flush charts, or don't understand the pumping sequence procedures, please get with your supervisor or regional vice president for additional training. We want and need you to be successful with us at Allied. Stay safe and have a great day. Thank you for your time.